No.
Oh, we're supposed to set music though. How do you do all this? Boom.
You're the best. Doing it live.
Oh, I got it.
Oh no. It's all bad.
There's so many different ones. Feeding the ducks? That's what we normally have.
Oh, we got there.
This one's in all caps. Driving funk.
Wow. Oh, snap. We can hear you. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we're aware.
What did I spell wrong?
What's your favorite?
What did I spell wrong?
Favorite.
Oh, favorite.
Why didn't Melissa proofread this? This is your job, secretary.
Favorite. Favorite. Which category? Oh man, we're all broken. All right.
All right, let's pause that music.
Yeah, that was loud.
I know.
Oh man. All right. Well, you're hosting anyway. I can do all the.
I was gonna say this is all my fault.
I can do all the stupid stuff.
I didn't finish the slides either. So
you're the best. You're doing great. Let's see. Creator dashboard.
All right. Question of the day: what is your favorite part of DLC Mick?
I'm not sure. I don't know what a favorite is.
It's like when you're talking to a baby.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Little goo goo gaga.
Little goo goo gaga action.
Yeah.
What is your favorite?
My favorite part.
What's your favorite?
It sucks because I had such a good time seeing everyone. There were people I hadn't seen in literally a year.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite part was my childhood best friend finally qualifying for Continentals. No matter how tired we were and leaving you there alone.
It was kind of cool, I guess. It was fun.
How do I get rid of this media asset?
This is so much fun.
Click on it again.
You try to figure this out.
Boom, we're back.
Oh,
use
no.
Code TFM10 for 10% off.
Yeah, no. Everybody had to go to bed. It was fine.
It was so frustrating. I was like, I'm never taking a flight that early again if I can help it.
Yeah.
How was you had a direct flight, right?
No. Yes.
You had Pilot Ben give you a direct flight.
I had co-pilot Ben all the way.
Yeah. But I could not get a direct flight at all. And then the only flight home was 7 a.m. or whatever. Yeah. I don't wake up before noon. It was rough. Yeah, let's explain our sleeping arrangements for a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so what's the rule when you get to the house?
If basically as you get there, you get to select the room that you're staying in.
Right. So even though I got there before other people, I was like, you know what? I'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'll let other people pick.
Yeah.
I got to change my name apparently. And yeah, that was a mistake.
Oh, man. Nice.
I end up on the third floor where all the heat rose to.
Yeah.
And Orion decided that he turned on the air conditioning.
Yeah.
And that was a lie. He turned on the fan, so it was circulating. It was circulating all the hot air that was up there. So That was fun.
Thank you, Ace.
But yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, first of all, let's add this to the stage. Congratulations. Oh, where's the media asset? We have one of these.
It's true. You got this.
You like my sick Photoshop skills?
Yo, sick Photoshop skills.
I did nothing. I googled Aladdin. Congratulations.
You did it. You did it.
Yep. But yeah, I know we're kind of jumping straight to Sunday, but seriously, congratulations. I mean, I am so happy. It's not even funny. From being on your couch downstairs, surrounded by squishmallows,
Yeah.
you grabbed my arm and said, "You hear that? It's best of 3.
Yeah.
I can win a tournament now." And you proved it. At some point, you know, I'm not the editor here. You're the editor. At some point, you got to go clip that.
Yeah.
And then add the photo of you holding it.
Yeah.
There's the Steel Man himself, Snake Chips.
Snake Chips, you're the best.
It's so nice to meet him.
Yeah, fun, nothing but fun interactions with Snake Chips this weekend.
Unlike this guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jorge had a good time.
I love Jorge.
I just remember Snake Chips, like, he comes over to me and I'm like looking at him and he's just dressed like Bruno. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, hard mode. And I was like, oh, nice. I was like, Snake Chips, nice. And then
he like came out of the shadows to me.
Yeah. And then he comes over on Saturday. He's like, oh, I'm 3-2, but I started 0-2. And I'm like, hard mode. Oh,
yeah, not the only person to play Ruby Steel.
No.
I think 9 other crazy people in the community.
Still less than Ruby Amethyst.
Yeah, but a Ruby Amethyst in day 2.
True.
Shocking. Someone that I ended up meeting who was an awesome person. They let me know on Twitter that I was exactly 1 above them. Yeah, it was like me and you back in the day.
So you were 88, they were 89.
Yeah. Did you see I had a paper all to myself, by the way?
No.
Yeah, I was the only name on my paper.
Oh,
and
like
it wasn't even like, okay, there's 25 names per page, there's 30 names per page. Like, how did 88 do it? They're just like, no, I was the only one in all of the sheets who had my only name on 1 piece of paper.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I felt great. Ben tried finding his name.
Yeah, he couldn't.
That was fun. Unfortunately, it only went out to like 1200th place. It's like they were like, "Hey, if you did worse than 1200, you don't even want to see your name, right?
Yeah,
like,
you don't need this." But think about that, man. Think about the people that wanted to see their name. Like they feel way worse now, right?
He was like, "I'm actually outraged." He was like, "You guys owe me an Anna promo, a second Anna promo now."
They didn't even get one.
Exactly. That's why he needed 2. Oh my gosh.
I don't know how that's crazy that we didn't get a check-in promo. That was wild.
Yeah, I didn't know how much you wanted to get into that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's after. I mean, you're the host. It's up to you, bud. I'm just here.
Yeah, so the check-in process, that was great, right? Just as easy as Bologna?
No.
Oh, I have my wires crossed here.
No, it was fine, I think. I mean, it felt like it took way longer.
Well, in Bologna, I walked right in.
Yeah.
And I was 30 minutes late. So I'm assuming everyone else took 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, in Bologna, it was for us, it felt like less than 10 minutes. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'll make us big again.
Yeah,
I don't know the difference. I was talking to some people.
Yeah.
There weren't that many of us that were in Bologna that were also there. So they're like, what's the difference? The only difference in Bologna is we had QR codes, I believe.
We did. Yeah.
I didn't because I'm stupid. I can't figure out how to use a phone. But everyone else did.
Sure.
And when I tried pulling up the QR code here, it said this is not a like physically ticketed event.
Right.
And we showed ID.
Right.
So yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there might have been more people in Bologna. I think there were 6 to 8 tables doing check-ins, and they were like spreading out everyone pretty evenly. But like we didn't even go into the building, in
Right.
Bologna. So
We
like
went up an escalator and right back down.
turned around and that was
Yeah.
it. It's because the names were on a paper, not a PC. I mean, I that could be reasonable. So they were just like searching through names. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. It's basically the exact same process. The only thing I can think of is that there was also potentially less people that checked in Bologna on Friday than than Saturday, because Saturday was the complete opposite, right? Like in Bologna, we stood in that line for what felt like forever to get into the building. But on Saturday morning for Milwaukee, we just kind of walked right in.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, there were still people checking in Bologna because of all the
Travel stuff.
travel issues.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's true. I know if it weren't for the fact that the hall is going to be open now potentially in Richmond for a couple hours so we can hang out with people.
Yeah.
I'm going Saturday.
Yeah, there's not really much of a reason.
I hope 2,000 people show up Saturday and go, hey, we're not getting an early check-in promo. Let's start round 1 at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fair. I mean, what made it worse is that they told us, oh, we're just going to give you the promo tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, like that's cool. And then they didn't.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
And then they just didn't.
Yeah. Funny enough, I brought this up to some people I know that work either for the various companies that were there, and they were like, yeah, you should definitely like fill out like a questionnaire thing. And I was like, no offense, I've learned it works better if we just do it on the podcast. And they say, yeah, that's real helpful. I was like, again, no offense, I have to be taught something, right?
Yeah.
And what I have been taught so far is that if we make a video about it, we have a better chance of things improving.
Instead of like one person maybe not reading it or hearing it,
right?
A bunch of people hear it.
Right. So now everyone can go fill out that questionnaire. I'll still fill out the questionnaire if I get one.
Yeah. I know, shout out to Nate. Nate filled out the questionnaire. And it was like, where did you hear about the DLC? And he wrote The Forbidden Mountain. I was like, nice.
Nice.
Point taken. They heard it here.
Yeah, for someone on a budget, no promo for early check-in was a waste of money for a hotel night that I didn't need to pay for.
I totally agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is another thing that I was talking to a lot of people about. Who pays for these? Whoa. Who pays for these promos? So like there's been like question of, is Ravensburger providing these promos, or is PPG himself having to pay for this? If anyone in the comment section knows, please let me know, because I don't understand. Like, people were telling me this was a PPG. Sorry. This is not PPG. People were telling me this is a Pastimes decision.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense to me.
No, but like, how could it be? It would mean that,
like, why would they care?
Right. Like, it would mean that, okay, and then they just keep like 2,000 promos then?
Yeah. Well, or does Ravensburger say, hey, you have to pay us for these promos for some reason?
Right.
And then they say, no, we don't want to.
Right.
I was also told the reason that there was a difference in the price of things on the prize walls was because it was tournament organizer discretion. Is that stuff not all free from Ravensburger? I don't know who to ask, Yeah,
that's like the real problem here is like, who is there to ask? Who is, quote, paying for the stuff? Like, it's not like, it would be really impossible for me to believe that Pastimes was the one that made all the decisions to make the promos that were made and the playmats that were made, right? Like, none of that makes sense. So I find it really difficult, like, why any of it was the way it was. Now, granted, the way the tickets were, I kind of wish I still had one. The way the tickets were makes sense because, like, I mean, they printed out some really cool tickets. Like I'll give them that. Like they had this, like the whole Pastimes logo on it. It had all of this stuff on it. I don't have any of the tickets, but at least that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, all right. Like I don't care that we're quote playing with Monopoly money, but like I understand why they're like ridiculous amounts of numbers now because they actually paid money to have those tickets made that way. Like, okay, that's fine.
According to Pastimes Discord, they are provided by Ravensburger. They did not get any early sign-up promos, and they were not told to give them out. That came from Meg. I did hear that Meg is right under Alan, so checks out. But then, okay, so that came from Ravensburger. Many people, we didn't have the fortune of playing in the side events and using the prize wall. Many people said that they were being stifled from playing in too many side events because, quote unquote, this is not an opportunity to farm tickets. This is an opportunity to play Disney Lorcana. So like,
whose choice is that?
That's what I want. That's what I was getting at.
Sorry.
Like,
okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's like, okay, so whose decision is that?
Right.
Because like Pastime shouldn't care how many Elsa pins they give out.
No.
Right. Some of the things on the prize wall, if you're not on a team of 10 people, they are unobtainable. And
I totally agree.
Coming from a team of 10 people, we didn't obtain any of them either.
No, I mean, like, I don't know, like even doing the math, right? What did we get for day 2? 10,000.
Yeah.
So I don't even. Scott would know. I have no idea how many tickets we ended up with. I literally do not know.
I also ended up trading tickets and giving tickets to friends who were like, "Hey, I'm so short and I can't play in any more events." Yeah. So I didn't spend mine. Yeah. We didn't need anything. Help for 4 people get mats only because we won several events. It was nearly impossible for one person. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah. A judge literally told us, "I know what you're doing."
Great.
Like, cool.
Yeah. Like, hey, judge, you are paid to be here by a company that we are giving money.
The Big Infinity side event on Sunday was drug out so long, 10 hours for 7 rounds. So side events were closed by the time.
Crazy. I wouldn't know anything about that at all. Oh, wait. I did that same thing in Bologna. Yeah.
We're literally trying to give you my money.
I know.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly my point. In Bologna, you could sign up for Pack Rush with a friend.
Yeah.
I noticed that wasn't an option here.
Really? It was not?
Right. No, you just had to walk up with your friend and hope there wasn't an odd number of people in front of you.
Why wouldn't you just like tell people to go in front of you? But whatever.
I'm sure.
I just don't get it. Like, and I think the problem is like the conversation around what are we trying to, what is the goal, right? Like that's all you have to ask yourself is like, if you're Pastimes, if you're Ravensburger, whatever it is, you're gonna be like, what's the goal? How is the goal not, hey, we probably spent, I don't know how much money to be in this hall. We should probably just make as much money as possible, right? I don't understand how not the goal. Like,
we even could have started on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other thing, but
we had several hours that could have been pack rushing. What's funny is like all of my friends that even like Pack Rush by the end of the weekend were like, I'm not having fun anymore. I just have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is funny. And it was something I wanted to bring up. I joked that it was better EV to make day 2 and then drop to play Infinity to get tickets. Here's the thing. You could hide your face all you want. I think if you get 2 losses in the first 5 rounds, if you want to keep playing to make day 2 and get the 10,000 tickets, great. And then I think you should drop round 9.
Yeah, probably.
Look at Zan.
I mean, the fact that at least he still won at Simba.
Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, but like firmly believing that X2 gets you where you want to be and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then you're one of 4 people that didn't is heartbreaking.
I do agree.
I fully support what Zan was saying on his podcast of like, these people should be invited. These people should, like, he can't help who he played. Like,
Sure.
people can't help who they played in this large of a tournament. And it's not chess. Even if, the argument is, well, you ended up playing someone that was worse than you. Okay. Well, when you're Zan, you end up playing someone worse than you 99.9% of the time. So, but like, it's not chess. You can lose at any time. You can pair your worst unwinnable matchup at any time. Okay. Some kid can secretly be the best player on earth.
Sure.
And just take you out.
Sure. So I think my only, and this is like, man, this is like just really the discussion of the tournament in itself. Now that I've seen like basically both sides of this as like a player in Bologna that watched day 2 and did side events, and then as a player that like made the run and was there until midnight, on Sunday. What is very clear to me is that the tournament structure for Sunday is just incorrect. It just is. Like, I think, having the 8 rounds day 1 is kind of whatever. That was also a bit of a problem. We didn't get out of there until like 10 o'clock on Saturday. I think we were eating, Chipotle and Dave's Hot Chicken.
I had to eat Dave's Hot Chicken, guys.
At like So like, clearly this isn't great either. But to me, this is going to sound incredibly harsh, but I think that the cut the top 32 is just a colossal mistake. The idea that in Bologna, that tournament ended at like 11 p.m. and then in Milwaukee, our tournament literally ended after midnight. There were people still watching on the East Coast until 1:30 in the morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that is insane. And I just don't know how you can ever continue moving this forward with a cut the top 32. Like, you either have to just change the concept of like, go back to your top 64 cut, whatever you want to do there, or instead of cutting top 32, you just cut to a top 8, or you cut. I don't even want to say cut to a top 16, but I think that like maybe that's still okay. But the cut to the top 32, it did so many things. And this is what I don't think that anyone realizes what really happens. But our tournament ends after round 12. And then after it ended, and I mean like after the whole round ended, we waited for seating, right? We waited all that time for seating. Then after we have seating, 32 people get sat down. We're all sitting there. And then we have this little meeting. And then we all have to get up. We all have to go get photos taken. We all have to fill out some crap, like some paperwork or whatever, just telling people who we are. And then we got to come back and we have to wait for all of that to be done. Then the event staff has to create our deck list papers. Like, there's all these things that has to happen. I think it was about 90 minutes between the time the round ended and then top like 32 started. And it wasn't like it was a lunch break. So I think that doing that top 32, it has to go. You can still invite 32 people, or what Zan and others have been presenting, like anyone that's X2, you get an invite to nationals.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Like, just do that. That's fine. We don't need 32 players to play in a top 32. Just go to a top 16. Yay. Everybody want to play, Matt. You're in top 16. You're playing for a Mickey Mouse. Like, it just removes so much time if you do it that way. And I think that they really, really need to consider changing it, because we can't get out of there until after midnight on a Sunday. That is like unrealistically acceptable.
I feel bad for the casters too.
I said this in the write-up, like they were there from, I don't know, probably 8 a.m. Until 11 p.m. on Saturday. And then they were there probably from like 9 a.m. all the way until maybe 1 a.m. on Sunday. Unacceptable.
I should also say the judges as well.
Yeah. Well, the judges were let go throughout the day. And at the end of the day, I think there was only like the 3 judges that were on the stream, and that was it. So like most of the judges were cut like as it went on, but still those 3 judges were still there till the end. So I think that you really need to consider making changes if you're talking about tournaments going until after midnight. Like even Coop, like shout out to Coop. He was miserable. Like honestly, like he was miserable. And I don't blame him for it.
Yeah,
I really
you're not
don't.
sleeping. If you're Coop, you're not sleeping.
No, I mean that weekend he got less sleep than we did, you know? Like but yeah, I think that they really need to consider making some changes. I just don't think you can ever host a tournament though. I've never played in a tournament that did not end until Monday morning. I mean, that's just crazy. Like,
yeah,
that's just crazy.
Congrats, Dan. You're good for the brand. I'm way back on comments, by the way. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, you come into my store, sign up for as many pack rushes as you want. If I have pack rush at my store, you can sign up for 1,000 of them. Especially considering it was like 20% or 25% more expensive than the ones in Bologna.
Yeah.
They probably make money if they allow. Yeah.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Oh, where were you? Where were you, bud? I thought you were gonna be there. I'll never take it back. Also, congrats, Dan.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it. PlayHub wasn't that bad.
PlayHub was great. Straight up.
I think a lot of it was like people going to time, and then that time being untimed. Those 5 turns.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I still think that 60 minutes is completely incorrect. All it does is add 10 more minutes to every single round for no real reason. The people that are not finishing in 50 are also not finishing in 60, and then they're not finishing in 97 minutes round 1.
Yeah, I know. Because we say it all the time. The more time you give someone, the more time people take.
Yeah.
Especially when they like look at the clock and they go, "Oh, we have plenty of time." That shouldn't be what dictates it. Like every game action should probably be a certain amount of time. I understand if you're like the first 5 turns were blazing fast, and then you're like, wait, I actually have a decent decision. I'm gonna take 30 seconds.
Sure.
But yeah. We'll go for Run Disney at 2 a.m. Yeah. Oh God. Sorry, just catching up on everything.
You're fine.
Yeah, you could tell Baker was exhausted.
He didn't even have a voice at the end of the day. Like that ceremony, I felt bad for him. Like I really did. Stuck at work. Oh, sad.
Getting roasted by the child from our team.
Literally.
Oh God. Well, let's see. I had to go to paperless many times in Milwaukee because PlayHub was not working. That honestly could have been worse. Yeah, I only had to go to a judge one time. But I don't think that I don't think it delayed the rounds starting. One round was insane. I don't remember which round it was.
Like round 7 or 8 or something like that. Yeah.
I was peeing, and I barely made it back. I'm like, whoa! I thought I had a half hour.
Yeah.
What's going on?
The precedent for the day was just that there. Yeah, I will say I think that for all intents and purposes, the PlayHub was great. It didn't crash. I personally did not see the oops, we dropped the card screen once all day.
I saw it once, but
I did not.
I refreshed and it was gone.
Yeah, I never saw it. And then I think a lot of it really was like, yeah, the time and turns probably was not enforced well enough, is my guess. You know, they're just I remember if you remember, I think it was round 2 or round 3 in DLC Chicago. And there was like one game in time, and that game went for 40 minutes. And we're like, I remember saying, like, how did the judge allow this to ever happen? Like, there's just no way. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm going to take 40 minutes in 5 turns. Like, I don't care what you think is okay, because now there's no time. There's still a time. Like,
right.
It's stuff like that, like I said, that round 1, it went 37 minutes. Round 2 went 32 minutes. Like, that's way too much time for 5 turns. And then don't get me wrong, I also know that there are time extensions. And we're clearly not aware of any of those things. I actually wish, and this I don't even want to make the function, but in my brain I'm like, it would be cool if we had it. if you saw the games that were left that weren't played, that like it just noted like, oh, there's an extension, just so as players we could identify it. But the servers can't handle that anyway. So like, let's
Also,
leave that off the table for now.
you don't need everyone going and crowding around them.
I agree.
Yeah. What's called? I don't know if you want to answer this one that just came in.
Yeah, whatever.
That's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. But
no, fine.
Yeah. So Dan, at one point you had quested with a wet Bobby. Ended up not mattering in the end, and you won the match.
Yeah, I will definitely speak on this. I'm like pretty confident this was against Rob.
Yeah.
I think that it was either 2 or 3 turns before I won the game. I will say that it's wrong. I messed up. That's like that's obvious here. That sucks. But thankfully, that one lore was completely irrelevant in the end, like, which is nice. You know, if it was like, hey, this is the 20th lore and this is why I won, I would probably be shipping Rob Serpay, my Elsa playmat, and my Gold Mickey right now. Like, in all honesty, that's what I would have done. But lucky for me, it wasn't. So that's great. But yeah, I mean, there's not an excuse for it because it shouldn't happen. But what happened is it was round 13 in the tournament. We were there forever all day. We were tired. That game was intense. We were each taking very long, thought out turns. I moved cards around. I messed up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty much that simple.
I'm only going to bring this up because we're friends with him and he has brought it up on his stuff. And people sent this to me after it happened. And every one of my responses was, yeah, this is obviously a mistake. Yeah. Especially what happened was Wonder drawing 2 cards off of a sudden chill. Yeah. Because he had just drawn cards off something else.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens. One of the later rounds, I let my opponent play an action when I peated them. It was also one of my friends. And we were playing way more laxed than I ever would have with someone I don't know.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been friends with Rob forever. So,
yeah, I mean, I can say that
stuff just happens in paper.
I'm a gigantic friend with Rob. Neither one of us noticed it. And
yeah, also, I thought this was the case. Like, it was in play at one point that turn, right?
It was the Bobby you had on the field in the turn, and you replayed it with the lady. Yeah, I think that's really. I think what ended up happening was the Bobby started the turn in play. I ran into something with the Bobby because I wanted another 1-drop because I wanted to dig another card because I did not have the answer. And I think that I got it back, did the trigger, played another card, and then in my brain said, okay, like the only way I'm winning this game is questing, so I just turned them sideways.
Yeah.
So I think that, yeah, that's like, again, it's an excuse, but like it shouldn't have happened. You know, it's
right.
But it's like obviously I messed up. Obviously Rob messed up. Obviously the judge on the table messed up. Like 3 people there messed up. The games are recorded. They're not live. So it's not like anyone can catch them. And from my understanding, the majority of the people watching didn't even see this. Right. So it was clearly, it sucked is the answer. I wish it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. But good to talk about. Let's go to the next slide. I've got you and your championship photo. Boom! Look, we got Golden Mickey.
Look at this Photoshop skills.
You like that Photoshop? That's a good Photoshop. I worked on this for about 10 seconds, baby. Your hand looks awesome. But in all seriousness, look how tired you are. Oh my god.
That picture is taken at like 12:20 a.m. on Monday morning.
Yeah. Oof. I was in bed. I had Scott's leftover hot chicken.
Yeah.
And that was also a mistake. But yeah. What else did I put in here? Oh, you know, me and you. Childhood best friends. I just want to talk about our journey a little bit, you know? What? We lost Dan, right? Where'd Dan go?
That's good. That's good. All right.
Yeah, rubber bands on the uncut sheet.
Oh, dude, I like before we talk about our journey, all right, I don't want to listen again. I said that earlier that Coop was pretty stressed, pretty upset, and the event staff was not happy with us being there after midnight. But to quote Coop, if your name is not Frank Carson, you need to leave. And I was like, all right, whatever. I don't want to be here any longer. I'm tired. And Ben looks at me and he goes, Dan, you have to get your uncut sheet. And I'm like, oh, yeah. All right. And I go over to Coop. I'm like, Coop, what about the top 4 uncut sheets? He goes, oh, well, I guess if you're in top 4, you don't have to leave. It's like, okay. And then, yeah, he's like walking around with these uncut sheet with rubber bands on. I'm like, oh, man, that looks rough. All right.
I'm guessing
he does have an awesome alt mode. Shout out. Look at you. You know it. You're an OG. That's my guy.
I can't believe they cleared out Frank and your guys' watch party too. Like everyone was watching on the big screen, right? While you guys are playing.
Yeah. This is your phone, right? Like,
I should have got a photo. I should have got a photo of that in here. All of world class huddling around one phone. They don't all own their own phones, by the way.
All 42 members of World Class Cards watching DKP's phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Seeing that later was great. But what's it called? Yeah, so we met when we were kids.
Yeah.
Lifelong best friends. That's Dan
I gotta
on the right, obviously.
You're on the right? Okay.
No,
okay.
Dan's on the right, obviously.
Oh, I'm on the right. Okay.
I'm just kidding. The blonde's on the left. That's you.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is when we became best friends, and all of a sudden, we moved on to high school.
Okay.
This is how we had playtest back in the day,
Yeah.
A little two-headed giant.
Yeah.
Dan's on the right this time.
Okay. Oh god.
I don't even remember who we are as adults. Oh, it's just us. Look at us.
All right. We made it.
I can't remember what that's called in comedy, where they're expecting something.
Yeah.
And then it's not.
Yeah.
What the significance I thought about this photo was. Oh, what do you mean what's happening? We're talking about back in the day.
Oh,
you don't remember when I was at your wedding?
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, I don't remember how many months ago this was, but that many months ago,
this was Denver.
We're trying to commentate this DLC.
I think we already knew that we weren't commentating this DLC at then,
but the DLCs,
yeah.
Jokes on them. You just accomplished 10 times more than all their commentators.
I mean,
that was a joke. That was a joke I said to Coop when I made this.
I mean, like the joke is like, all right, well, if you're not gonna let me cast, I'm gonna be on your stream anyway. Like that's the joke, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like oh man, we haven't, like, you and I have certainly not talked about that weekend in a while. But yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those where you enjoy doing something, and that's great, and hopefully you have the opportunity to like do it when you can, and when you can't, you can't. The realization of it all is that I'm not gonna like even attempt to say, okay, like I need to commentate a DLC, because like in all honesty, at this point, you put me in third place of a DLC, and my losses to Frank Carson in top 4. Well, I think that I'm just going to go win more golden Mickeys now. Like, that's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
DKP made a post that, in his first year, he won 4 golden Mickeys. Like, all right, well, in my second DLC this season, I won a golden Mickey, my first opportunity. Now I just want to go win more golden Mickeys. Like, it's way cooler coming home with golden Mickeys than it is like nothing. So
yeah, that's what I came home with.
Yeah, exactly. So in some ways, I haven't done that well in a tournament, since you showed that trophy photo a couple minutes ago of like bringing home the world championship trophy for Transformers. So that was in 2019, December of 2019, a few weeks before, or a few months before COVID happened. So like COVID happens, there's no card tournaments to be played in. And then like when I got into Lorcana, it wasn't about winning. It wasn't about winning a championship. Honestly, shout out to DKP, like in his little write-up thing, he had mentioned like when he won the world championship, it's like he doesn't have the same hunger. I did the same thing. When I won a world championship, I wanted to be good at something else. I had already proved I was good at a card game. So that's why I was trying to tackle content creation and commentating and those things like that. Like I wanted to be the best at that. I wanted to have an opportunity to shine at that. But I don't think that's going to happen. And since that's not going to happen, now everyone's going to have to see the competitive side of me to the fullest. And this weekend was just step one. Like I told everybody 3 weeks ago that I'm going to win Richmond. And that was before I even top 4'd Milwaukee. So like now people might believe that I actually can win Richmond.
Yeah, maybe you'll get drafted.
Maybe I'll get drafted. Maybe winning 14 matches in a row in a Disney Lorcana challenge in 2000 player tournament is enough to get drafted. Maybe. But the truth is that if you're not going to put me on that camera, I'm going to get there. It's just that simple.
You just brought up Frank Carson. Did you already talk about playing against Carson? So, going into playing against him, you knew what he was playing, right?
I knew I was dead.
Yeah. So I was going to say, it's a rough matchup, right?
Yeah. So here's the fun thing about Frank Carson. Someone mentioned like, oh, wouldn't it have been nice if you could dodge Carson until the finals? The answer is no. And here's why. The difference of like third place and the finals was maybe $1,500. Honestly, like not a big deal. At least the finals was 5 games that people got to see a show. If I made the finals, it would have been a 3-0 sweep. I would have got crushed. Zero matchup in that matchup whatsoever. And if I'm being honest, like Frank Carson, in my humble opinion, he wasn't losing that day. It's just that simple. I think that it was a tournament to win. I think he was playing. Like I said, that my takeaway in our match was literally the fact that I even made him for 1 second consider not questing with his captain hooks. Hilariously, because like for 5 turns he held back his captain hooks, and if I'm being honest, he could have turned them all sideways the entire game and he just would have won faster. Like there's just nothing that I could have done in the game that was going to flip those games. Basically, my only chance of winning is if, like, literally he has 0 removal for the first 5 turns, and on my turn 5, I play 4 tramps. Like, that's it. That's the only way I'm going to win those games. So it's just incredibly unrealistic.
We got a congrats on the Golden Mickey.
Thank you.
And then this person actually played Melissa. So, I mean, Melissa's not here to talk about it right now, but I don't know when she's going to get to. I mean, waking up at 2 a.m. or whatever to go running every day and still go win a set champs.
Someone said it on Facebook.
What a fiend.
Like just what a monster.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? You can take me out of the DLC, but you can't take the DLC out of me. Whoever wins with the set champs. Crushed it.
Golden Mickeys are better than nothing. You know what? I agree. I think I got a Mickey true friend this week. If you're done with the content creation, maybe moving on to rapping. Should kind of heat.
I don't think so. I do. I am an Eminem fan though. That's true.
Yeah, and Ben got drafted this weekend, right?
Yes.
I think someone drafted Ben. Yeah.
Rebecca drafted Ben because Melissa wasn't there to be drafted. She thought the significant half would be good enough.
Mistakes.
It was a mistake this weekend for sure.
Yeah. When's the slab chain coming? Yeah, I think J-Bomb might have ruined that.
I can promise you I will not be wearing my Mickey on a slab chain. That's just not my thing.
Ben was, I think, are you trying to say best?
I think he was a bus.
Oh, the bus of the draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Melissa, is it all thanks to her that you won a Golden Mickey? That's the talk of the town.
All right. I mean, that's fair, right? We can have that compliment. And like the truth is that like it's because of her work that I had a chance to win a Golden Mickey. That's for sure. But like let's have a conversation about DLC Fort Worth, right? Do you remember the days leading up to DLC Fort Worth?
Yeah, I trained Melissa.
Right. So like we sat there, you played a bunch of games, we talked about the deck over and over and over again, right? Like, and do you think at the end of that, Melissa's like, oh, I only won because of Dick Burns and Dan Arnold?
Yes.
No. Like
Oh,
she has to
no.
go,
All right, I
she has
meant to
to
say
play the
no.
games, and she has to be her own success. So like Melissa did all of the work for this deck, and there's no doubt about that. And she did have her own performance, and there's no doubt about that. But like Melissa can't play games for me, you know? Like I still have to take everything I learned and go and play games. So because of Melissa, we had a conversation about even playing the deck, and it made it possible without a shadow of a doubt. But you know, you got to play the games for yourself. So yes, Melissa, huge impact without a shadow of a doubt. She gets a million years worth of credit, but I still had to go out there and win 14 straight games to even like have a conversation about it.
I was hoping Alex would be. What's funny is when I cropped it, I had his entire arm gone.
Yeah.
And I went back and put part of his arm in it. So I could still say, A, he was in the photo. B, maybe someone would comment and be like, who else was in that photo?
That's funny. That's funny.
This is the Uncle Buck moment. If anyone's as old as I am,
Yeah.
they do that. They do that in Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Look at Melissa being humble. She wasn't being humble in private chat. Let me tell you, she was like, "You give me 25% of that Mickey, or I'm leaving."
I mean, even Alex was trying to get like 2% or something. Like,
oh god, what slide do we have next? Oh, so how much do you miss the 2-game format?
0%.
What?
0.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think 2-game format was fantastic.
I think it was the worst idea in the history of competitive card games.
Yeah. So let's make us big again. This night's about you. Okay, this night's about you.
Sure.
I went. What did I do? How many rounds were there?
12. I went 9 and 3.
12. Yeah, I went 9-3. And 2 rounds, I 2-0'd my opponent. Okay. Yeah. Or got 0-2'd.
Okay.
Every other round, I lost game 1.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have been out of the tournament like immediately.
100% agree. Round 1 would have been a split. Round 2 would have been a 2-0. Round 3 would have been a split. Round 4 would have been a split. Round 5 might have been a 2-0. And then round 6, 7, and 8 would have all been splits. I would have literally, I would have been nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I remember specifically, so my only loss day 1 was against Sapphire Steel, which was rough. I actually think the deck was not great. And I think I had a good matchup into it, actually, with Amber Steel.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what they were playing, obviously, and I lost the die roll. So I'm looking at the Rhino shift line, and I'm looking at Daisy and Nala.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going second, and I'm like, all right, if it's a Sapphire deck, I want this Daisy and Nala. I'll keep those for ink, actually. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I can't keep both and decide between the two because one's inkable.
Yeah.
So I put that back, and he's like, ink pass, turn 2, Tipo pass.
Yeah.
And I'm questing with like 1-drop Nala, or 1-drop Rhino. Yeah. I ended up drawing 3 docks as well in the opening hand. So nice. I went turn 2 dock. Nice. Wasn't great. I got to 19 both games I lost against him.
Rough.
But yeah, I have been finding that I lose a lot of game 1s because I have no idea what I'm altering for when I lose the die roll.
Yeah, I mean, I was the 1 seed, right?
Yeah.
In Top Cut, which is insane. You know, they're
you're the best.
It's still kind of insane to think that I won 11 straight matches to be the 1 seed. It's actually wild. But like being the 1 seed, I'm on the play. I'm playing dogs. What could be better? Okay, top 32, game 1 on the play, lost. Cool. Got to win 2 games in a row. Top 16, unfortunately, I think that those were the easiest games of the Top Cut. My opponent just like did not have what he needed to compete in the games. I drew very well. I 2-0'd him. But top 8, playing against Aiden. I know we're going to talk about this because you're waiting for it, but Playing
I
against
didn't even
Aiden.
put Aiden. No, I did not put Aiden in the slides.
Playing against Aiden. Game 1 on the play. I lost. Like, I lost 2 of my play games in Top Cut, and I still made it the top 4. So, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Since you brought up Aiden, how does it feel to officially join Villain Club?
I have not got an invite yet. So until I get an invite, I'm not putting on a shirt. I'm not promoting it. I told Baker, Dick Burns promised me an invite to the Villain Club. I want my invite. That's all I got. I'm clearly the villain of the whole tournament. I feel I do feel terrible about it, but in some ways I don't, and here's why. Aiden is an animal.
Yeah.
Honestly, that kid, I mean, you played him.
He whooped me.
That kid, from the moment we sat down and started talking, I knew that it was not going to be easy. Like, honestly, like, I knew this kid was here to win. And he played just fearless. It's like the one common vocabulary word that I keep coming back to. That kid was absolutely fearless. He believed he was going to win, and not for a second did he even question it. Shout out to Enchanted Chatter Courtney. She did take a video. I have like a video basically of our whole match. Like, you can't really see the games, but you can see like my reactions and his reactions. And I swear to you that it was not until game 3 when he literally knew. He goes, all I have to do is have my opponent not draw under the sea, and I'm gonna be in top 4. And like, he gets into the tank and he like goes under and he like covers his face. And then, like, if you're watching, you see me, I draw my card and I like, because I drew under the sea. And the game was over. But like, that kid knew. Like, he knew that like all it was one card, and it just happened to be under the sea. Yo, straight back.
So I told Aiden I would talk about him. Okay. So I'm going to talk about him.
Okay.
And you know the story already. So Aiden sits down to play me. Well, I sit down and play him. He was already sitting. And he picks up my deck.
He
starts shuffling it.
Yeah, I know. And it's funny. I'm not a shuffler, right? I don't shuffle my opponent's decks. But if you shuffle my deck, I will shuffle yours. It's like my own little weird rule. I picked his deck up and started shuffling it too.
Yeah, so he starts shuffling. He looks me down in the face. He goes, "Hey, I played someone that used to be on your team." I was like, cool. Yeah, he proceeds to absolutely crush me. Double fire the cannons, double strength. What ended game 1 at the score was 2-2. I conceded.
Nice.
And then game 2, yeah, he's questing everything super fast. And then he also had double strength. And then he goes, pass the turn, but I have 14 in play. And I go, you're right. You win. You know? So I concede. I start picking up my cards. He picks up all his cards, puts it in his paper bag.
Yeah.
Did you notice that was his deck?
No,
box?
I did not. No.
Yeah, he had everything he owned in a paper bag.
I did not notice
that.
Yeah,
it was awesome. He puts everything in his paper bag, gets up from the table, turns back to me, and goes, "Love the content, by the way." Just walks away.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's got Benjamin Button disease. This is not a child.
He was special.
Yeah, he was awesome. So then we're waiting to see the pairing or the final standings. Okay. And I am standing next to the trash can as I am trash. I am Forky. I'm ready to hop in, you know? And he walks up to me and he goes, "How'd you do?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice of him."
Yeah.
So it's so nice of him to ask me this, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I ended up, I won the next 2 after I played you." I was like, "Did you make it?" He goes, "I was coming over to see if I made it. You're one of my tiebreakers." And he just walked away. I was like, "I'm rooting for you," you know? Yeah, he came over just to see if I helped his tiebreakers. And
that's amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
So later I walked up to him and his mom, And I looked at her. I said, "He's hilarious, and I'm definitely going to talk about him on the podcast this week."
Yeah.
So it was awesome. I told literally everyone that I talked to. People would be like, "Yo, Mr. Burns, can I get a photo with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, but let me tell you about Aiden."
Yeah.
Like it was awesome. Yeah. I'm so happy that we got to meet him.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Yeah, it's funny because like obviously like we're playing we're probably playing in the most relaxed game of the Top Cut.
Yeah.
Because you just won a golden Mickey and you're like, yeah, man, whatever's next is like super Monopoly. You know, like, and we're having this conversation and he's just like, he even says to me, he's like, yeah, I got a gold Mickey. I don't really care if I win anymore. And I'm like, yeah, we're just playing for Monopoly money now. And he goes, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, Monopoly, that's good. Like, you know, like one of those. I'm like, oh, I got fucking nerve.
Liz was like, DKP is hilarious because DKP was like, he's gonna get a lot of Robux. With that
Yeah, I heard a couple good ones. Like I heard like, oh, what's a Mickey's worth of Robux? That was pretty funny. I heard in one moment, some you know, a kid beat a world champion and put a down payment on his college tuition. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. that's pretty cool. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, this is also interesting. We didn't know that you guys didn't start playing.
Yeah.
And then everyone got reseeded except you two.
No, I think it was just the other side of the bracket that got reseeded.
Okay, everyone that was sitting near us definitely got reseeded.
So I like they basically changed the like Frank was supposed to be on stream against whoever, and then they changed the seating and Frank came over so they could watch the other side of the bracket. Yeah.
All right, what do we got? We got questions from the crowd.
Oh, so many questions.
Flying through the night. Now that you made top 4, will my signed foil Forbidden Mountain go up in price? #stonks.
I hope so.
This was hilarious. I do the
Stan Lee. Yeah.
I do the Stan Lee approach of sign literally everything, so it's never worth anything.
Oh, fair. Shout out to Vince. He's obviously one of our guys, and he's great. He messaged me a bunch of times during the Top Cut, like saying like how far ahead he was in stream, like so like he knew that like at every one the Robster Pay match as an example. He goes, I knew you won, and I still jumped on the off the charts when I saw the stream, like stuff like that. Like, so it was really cool. Vince is great, you know, A+. Thank you.
What was the better feeling, getting top 4 and winning a Mickey, or becoming the only Transformers world champion?
That is like the hardest question ever.
I would still think Transformers.
I mean, like being a world champion is like I'm a world champion. Like you can't, like you can never take that away from me, right? But do I think that I think there's a real strong chance that finishing in top 4 of a 2,000 player DLC is probably more of like an overall card game accomplishment. So while I took being the Transformers trading card game world champion like incredibly serious, I think that like this top 4 is probably a bigger achievement like in terms of like my trading card game history. So it's tough.
What do we got? Do you think Aiden got the 6, 7 golden Mickey? For one, do we know which one he got?
I'm sure that it is known.
I feel like it should be private. Yeah.
So let's see. Can I say this? I got a message from someone from the company asking me to confirm what number I got. So like the company definitely knows what numbers people won. That's a fact. That happened.
I swore you were going to get 24 or something.
I told everyone this but you that if I would have gotten a Mickey that was like 248 or 284, I would have asked whoever I was standing next to trade with me.
Dude, the first thing I did was zoom in on that number.
I swear to you,
when you posted the photo,
I would have been like, "Yo, Dragon Johns, can we Dragon Johns, can we trade? Like, can we?"
Yeah,
trade?
he's just gonna drop it on the floor anyway. You might as well trade with him.
I'm not kidding. If I had looked down at that Mickey and it had 248 on it, I might have just walked off the stage. I don't even think I would have stayed. I would have been like,
Well,
there's no way. I'm leaving.
Nothing's real. Nothing's real anyway, so
It's
you
like,
can do
I'm
whatever you
leaving. There's
want.
just no way. I'm telling you, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, dude. I knew it was only like 4 different Mickeys that could have that effect. What's wrong with those numbers? Nothing.
It's fiction, Snake Chips. It's fiction.
We see 824 everywhere we go.
No.
Ever since we were Jay and Silent Bob. Back in ever since we were this little.
If there was an 824 like somewhere in that picture that you put there, it would have been A+.
Oh yeah, I'm not that smart. Oh, here we go. Simulation confirmed.
Sadly.
Anyway, is there a specific deck you want to try out in set 10?
I told this to Judge, and I'll say it to Jorge now. Talk to me on November 4th.
May the 4th be with you. That's not actually the Star Wars Day. Do you think? Yeah, I haven't looked at set 10. Like, still, yeah. I updated the prices for pre-sales for the store. Yeah, I didn't read the cards though. Some of the cards had so many words. I was like, "What's happening?" It's like a whole different game now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you guys think putting the effort to create a cube for drafting with friends is a worthwhile use of time? Is it something you guys have ever done or considered doing?
You answer first.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's great. I used to play this game when I played Magic, just called Stack, and it was kept in like a 1-row box, and it was just the most random cards ever. And every time you won, you took a card out and put 2 new cards in. Also, when you won, you signed a card. If a card was signed, it can never be taken out. So you could either sign your favorite cards or you could sign the worst cards. Not only that, in Magic, the resource system is called lands. So you could add in things like lands that don't make mana. Because we had a rule, if you had a land in your opening hand, you couldn't mulligan. So, I have a land that just has cycling. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know Braden has a stack. I know Wonderland has one that he was super excited about for 5 minutes. I haven't heard about it since.
True.
But I've always liked cube drafting.
Yeah, so like we have this friend, his name's Braden, and you know what? He has yet to invite me to do a cube. I'm a little pissed about it. All right, I have a friend named Braden. I don't know if you have a friend named Braden.
That's right.
I have a friend named Braden, and he is still yet to invite me to do a cube, and I'm a little upset about it. But what I will say is after this weekend, you know, I think that I would like a cube. In all honesty, I think that it would be cool. I think I could certainly make one and it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. Carrying it around does kind of suck though. I'll say that much. It's like a lot of extra cards that you have to bring for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be a good thing to do in downtime. I think that the way that he has spoken about it, it makes a lot of sense. You know, it really does kind of force you to play different types of Lorcana, and it puts you in positions to kind of like be successful. What is a cube? So a cube is, I believe it's 1,000 cards, right? Is that?
I think it's just enough for 8 people to build decks that like don't like even when you get hate drafted, you could still like build a reasonable deck.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's 1,000 cards and it's 1,000 singletons. It might be less than that, but I think that that's what it is. And basically what Dick said, like whatever the amount of cards are that is required to draft, you draft them. And the thing about a cube is that you can just literally like make your packs of 12 right there and then just distribute them in like whatever.
Just shuffle them all up.
But yeah, it's effectively a draft with a selected card pool of 1,000. You can, every new set you generally add to it because there's new cards that come out that replace cards that are worse than it. As an example, everyone that's been playing Sapphire Amethyst has been playing TikTok. That card will never see the light of a registration sheet ever again. It's stuff like that.
I don't know. I think I just cut Demona at that point. Play TikTok.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's a 4/7, and he has evasive.
Yeah.
But yeah. I would probably not bring a cube to a DLC. There's so much other stuff to do. Plus, like, if your bag gets stolen, I haven't heard of that happening at DLCs yet. But when I played
Yeah.
Magic, I had my collection stolen 3 times.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I never ever owned a Magic card again. I was
Yeah.
sponsored by the comic book store in Glassboro, New Jersey. But yeah, I think that it's a great idea. But what we had fun doing was multiplayer pack rush.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, so like this is kind of like this is like true but not true. And we can touch on this a little bit. Like I think this is, if I was not in day 2 on Saturday or on Sunday, then like by Sunday afternoon, if like you guys were playing in the tournament and I just still had to be there and be around, I would be cool with just like sitting there playing Cube while you guys were like doing in the tournament. So I think on Sunday afternoon, I'm way more into it. Friday afternoon, not necessarily.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, the comic book store is the best. All right. See you later, Snake Chips.
Red I believe.
Movie Steel, top 32.
I believe. I don't know about you, but I believe. Just kidding.
All right. What do we got? What made Dan decide to play Sea Dogs? First of all, it's called Doggy Paddle.
Why is it Doggy Paddle?
I like that name way better.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, Melissa.
It's dogs swimming.
Doggy Paddle. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. I got you. Okay.
Over other decks, was it mainly his admiration for Melissa?
Nice.
More adding to that, Alex, is because Alex told him to play it the night before in the morning of. And then Melissa added her little dorky photo. It was because at 6:53 EST on Saturday, I ran past these pups backstage and knew someone had to play it. Now that's a story you could tell, because I have no idea what happened.
All right, so we go to check in on Friday. All right, let me go back a little bit. On Friday morning, I started playing games with Ben, and we can go all the way back to Monday. On Monday, I sent Vince, Judge, that we talked about a couple questions ago. I said, hey, if the tournament were tomorrow, I would play this deck. And that deck was Baja Blast. And this goes all the way back to Bologna, because in Bologna, I decided I would not play that deck because I didn't want to rely on Emerald cards to win me games of Disney Lorcana. Now, fast forward after Bologna and on our flight home, which like was in the middle of the night and did kind of suck. The only thing I could really think of after those days when I was monitoring, my notes that I took for the weekend was that I decided to play Amethyst Steel, thinking that it would be the least likely opportunity to brick in a game and that I could outskill my opponents. And I bricked twice in 8 rounds. So when you realize that, like, even when you play the fair, consistent deck and it's still possible to brick, you may as well just be like, well, why am I doing that? Like, why don't I just like play a deck that's broken? And I still think that in games where you can play Clarabelle on turn 4 going first and your opponent has no cards in play, that you just can't lose. And I think that that's incredibly true. But maybe that's too many hoops to jump. So we go to dinner, we go to check in on Friday, and at that point I still had I felt like I was probably going to play Baja, but I still wasn't like, yeah, I'm definitely playing Baja. We go to check in, we go to dinner, we get back, and I start putting my cards on the table, and Nate put his cards on the table. Joby was having the conversation because Joby was playing it as well. And we literally could not agree on the final 3 cards of the deck. Everyone kind of like had their own belief system. And for whatever reason, it just bothered me because I'm like, man, like these cards are so critical for our matchups tomorrow. And there's 3 of us here that have been playing this deck for a little while, and we can't agree on what those 3 cards are. It means that somebody is wrong. And that like every time I looked at the table and I kept looking at the deck, I'm like, yeah, man, it doesn't feel right. So then I took out I took my picture of it because we have the team rule. We got to take a photo of our decks. I don't even think Dick did that.
No, I don't do it.
And, then I put that away. I put dogs out. I'm looking at the dogs deck. and I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I'm like, go back. I look at our like Melissa's last post about the deck, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Cursed Merfolk's a pretty cool card. I should probably play that card. So I put the Cursed Merfolks in. I'm looking at the deck again. I'm like, all right, what else do I got to do? Oh, I need a third Heffalumps. So I said to Orion, I'm like, Orion, give me your Heffalumps real quick. And he gave me his Heffalumps. I put it down. I took a picture of the deck, and I was like, I'm going to go to bed, and I'll figure it out in the morning. Cool. I go to bed. I wake up. Still didn't have it. I jumped in the shower. Still didn't have it. I went in. I put the 2 decks in front of me. I grabbed the die, and I rolled odds or evens. It landed on odds. Odds was dogs. We played dogs. I guess it worked out.
Yeah, who needs planning,
I mean, it's not about who needs planning. Trust me, I wish I would have been so confident when I got in the car with Ben on Thursday morning that I knew I was playing dogs already. But the truth is that I played every deck in the format, and I probably could have played any of them and done well. I'm not saying I would have had the same run that I did, because I think Under the Sea is like literally my new favorite card in Disney Lorcana. Because I think in the tournament, 5 of my games in game 3 where I needed to draw the card, it was there. So yeah, that's a true attribution of like the deck and what the deck is like capable of. But what people don't know is like, I didn't write about my report yet. Like I didn't write about my run in the event. And people probably like, oh yeah, he just played Sapphire Amethyst all day and he just like mopped the floor with it. Well, in day 1, I didn't play against a single Sapphire Amethyst. I didn't play against a single Sapphire card at all. Like not even once in day 1. So that's like the strength of the deck in the end, is that it gave me a matchup. Even in my worst matchup, I was still, well, my second worst matchup, I'll say. My worst matchup was round 1 against Ruby Amethyst. She mopped the floor with me. Games really weren't that close. They looked a lot like the top 4 games against Frank Karsten, where I was just dead. But everything else, you kind of have a shot. If your opponent doesn't know the matchup better than you, you certainly have a shot. And I think that's like really what it was. That Dogs was a deck that for the last 3 weeks, I kept playing it. And the number one important thing that I say to everyone all the time is success leaves clues. Dogs was our best team deck in Bologna. It did a little bit bother me that we had 9-10 people in an Airbnb and no one else was like even thinking about playing dogs. And I think it was
I can't play that deck. I think Amber Steel was good for me and Alex.
No, I think Amber Steel was a correct decision. I'm not saying that like it was bad. I'm just saying that it was like shocking that like literally no one else was like, oh yeah, what Melissa did in Bologna is repeatable. And I think that's like that kind of conversation was just alarming to me.
She's the dog whisperer. I think this was the yeah. Let me highlight that. I think that this was the hardest tournament I've ever played in.
Okay.
My matchups were not great. I did not play Blurple once in 12 rounds.
Yeah.
And that's what I was hoping to play.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah. Rough.
That's a dog reference. Also, shout out to Alex. We haven't talked about him. I did crop him out of a photo, allegedly. I saw a piece of him there. I don't know what he's talking about. But Alex also qualified for Continentals.
Yeah, Alex qualified for Continentals and left so fast that I had no idea what happened.
Yeah, and his deck was awful. So, shout out to him. He had to have played good. He had like cards I wouldn't even put in my sealed deck.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was pretty bad when like I'm watching I was the longest game in top 32. So we get done the game and then like, oh, we're gonna interview you guys. Like, all right, cool. And we get out and like JD comes out, he's asking me questions, whatever. This is cool. And then like he's like, oh, let me go get Tate or whatever. They're trying to figure out who's going to interview Hugh. Rob's like, I got to get on a plane. I'm like, well, then Rob, you should leave. Like, just leave. Like, whatever. So Rob leaves, and I'm just sitting there for like 10 to 15 minutes just waiting to be interviewed for this top 32 interview, which I was not going to do, if I'm being honest. Like, again, you're going to put me on the stream. We're going to take it. Like, we're going to be there. So, you know, I finally get over to my top 16 and I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh no, I don't see any more green. Oh, this is sad. And then I look at Scott. I'm like, what happened to Alex? He's like, it was bad. I was like, oh no. It's like, so it definitely sucked, but at least he made it home in time and got sleep and got to go to work. There you go.
Yeah. And then shout Scott. If there's someone that playtests less than me on the team, it's Scott. We joked. It's even funnier now because you and Alex were more successful, but we joked. You and Alex were looking at me and Scott, and I'm like, the two people that playtest, the two people that don't. All in day 2. That's all. That's all we know.
Yeah, it worked out a little bit better for the guys that tested. So
Scott looked at me. He goes, "Natural ability." I don't know what to tell him.
Age,
awesome.
Fine wine.
Yeah, we were the oldest. So, but yeah, I mean, basically half the team made day 2, and basically half the team qualified. So it was
40% made day 2, 50% in day 2 converted for a national invite.
I thought we only had 9 people.
What?
I thought we only had 9 people.
In the Airbnb, we had 10 on the team there. Technically, shout out to Prodigy Player, we had 11 jerseys in the room.
Prodigy Player is AJ.
Pitchy pie. Too many peas.
Who didn't stay with us?
John.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh God. I brought him sleeves too.
Yeah. The worst.
Oh, my bad, John. I appreciate you.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm always like, oh, that's like an Enchanted Chatter situation.
Yeah.
Because they're always hanging out.
Yeah.
My bad. There's too many of us.
There were too many of us.
What's it called? Yeah. I was undefeated by the end of drop.
Yeah.
He said his deck beat himself.
Yeah, he said he won 6 matches because his deck beat itself 3 times.
Yeah. It's so funny because people that's okay. I don't attend those. I'm too busy. People always ask how many people are on the team. And I go, I don't think I've met everyone on the team. I don't know.
It's not true. It's
sure.
not true. It's not. It's not true.
Oh God.
Good. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter how many people are on our team. World Class Cards has like 30 now. Like we're nowhere near. We're not even near 20. All right. Like they got like 30.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who fell for that joke. That was
World Class Cards may as well be Team Minnesota. Okay, they're like there's no difference in the pictures. They're the same.
How about that Loungers photo?
Yo, that Loungers photo.
17% of the Loungers in attendance. They're pushing Cerberus Den. You know, they're putting them to shame.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for a lot of reasons, that's true.
At least Cerberus Den wears deodorant.
Shout out to Josh.
Let's see. In terms of overall event, can we expect significant changes for the DLC? Yeah, so we talked about the promos earlier. We talked about the structure of the tournament, right? I don't know if there's really anything else to discuss about the actual structure.
I mean, I mean, I guess the question is like not necessarily the tournament structure of the DLC, but like the DLC, all of it, right? Like, obviously, I did not even go near a side event. I did not have to go in a single line that wasn't the check-in line this weekend. So, like, I don't know about any of it, right? But I talked to people and they were upset and they were mad. So clearly there's some things. Nate wrote up a beautiful report that I'll probably put out on the Metafy just to like show the pros and cons of it all. But yeah, I think that like he wrote this because it did feel a little bit like Atlanta for a lot of people. So like it's the first one Pastimes is doing. I don't want to say that they're like in over their head because it's Pastimes and they've hosted very large events.
Yep.
I will say I'm a little bit excited for PAX Unplugged because that's in our hometown and it's the same people and it's the same staff. And we might like get to have a bit of a nice conversation about it and maybe how they felt about it. Right. That would be cool. But I think it's tough, I think it's tough. I think that I feel like there's a severe lack of communication in like some of this stuff. And I don't know how you fix the stuff without just being like without talking more. And like the idea that there were check-in promos in Bologna, but like Pastimes didn't have them. Like, why didn't they have them? Like, were they supposed to be given to them? Like, who knows? Like, why was the price structure different in two different tournaments? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, why is the conversation about DLCs not with all parties involved? Like, I understand that there's EU, there's Shanghai, there's there's like all over the globe, right? I get that. But why would you not have one structure set up and said, hey guys, this is the structure that you all should abide by. So therefore, when a player goes to a DLC, they know what to expect.
Hey, I had a Big Mac in Japan. It's just as good as the Big Mac in North Carolina.
Sure.
Like
corporates, it was smaller.
They're the same.
Okay.
Corporations, corporate people, they want things to be uniform, typically.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't want someone to try something at one place and then just dismiss all the others, stuff like that.
Yes.
So he said, will there be change? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we definitely need change. Will there be change? Well, there was change between season 1 and season 2, and I think it got worse in some regards. I think it got better in others. So I'm sure there will be change. Just might not be exactly what we want.
All right. Can we talk about the one thing that like I know that you need to talk about?
Me?
Right now? Like things that like definitely need to change before we get to Richmond.
Oh, I thought we already talked about that they owe me a Simba.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I should walk into Richmond and Cooper should hand me a Simba so that he saves 78 cents on postage.
I completely agree. And I think it's inexcusable. Honestly,
top 4% of the tournament and lost money.
Literally, I did the math. It's top 4.7%. If you went X3, you were in the top 4.7% of the room. You were tied with the record with 44 other people and didn't get prizing.
Yeah, and people are saying, okay, you got the tickets. I could have dropped round 9 and I had the tickets.
Right.
Not only that, allegedly, people went up and said, hey, in Italy, people got tickets. And allegedly the response was, well, this is America. Again, like, I did not witness this conversation. I was told about these conversations. Okay. Let's catch up a little bit. But yeah, it's funny because like if I was just random guy going to the DLC and I didn't get a Simba, I fully expected to get a Simba. Just from last year, not from entitlement.
No.
Just from previous knowledge. It's like going out on Halloween and they start giving me vegetables.
I feel like I was a bit worried when it wasn't announced, right? And I was worried before Bologna that things weren't announced. But I thought once they had corrected the mistake in Bologna, I was pretty confident that they were going to announce it for our prizing.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. And I'm like, man, I don't really understand this. In my opinion, it was harder to get things by like 1.5% in most cases than in Milwaukee than it was Bologna. Stuff didn't scale the same. The pricing was technically different on certain things, specifically like really subtle and easy things to get. Like I didn't like that at all. But the idea that you played in 12 rounds, and then when you were done, you couldn't, like, you played in 12 rounds, you got your 10,000 tickets, you got your 1,200 or whatever for signing up. By the way, thank you, or you're welcome, everyone in Milwaukee. I tweeted about it because I couldn't believe that they were going to literally hand out 3 packs of Fable to people at check-in. I actually could not believe it at all. And then within an hour of my tweet, it was changed. I'm just saying, you're welcome. I did it. I did that. No, but seriously, we did the math. It was like 2.4 million tickets because of their crazy, stupid, ticket numbers. They were literally not going to give away 2.4 million tickets potentially to check-ins. They were just going to hand out 3 packs of Fable. If I'm not even kidding. If I showed up to a DLC and they hand me 3 packs of Fable for my $75 that I spent, I mean, that's just like ridiculous.
That's also, what's funny? They're using Yu-Gi-Oh numbers for the tickets. That's also a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Yeah.
Like, you show up to a regional, you get booster packs. And I will catch up with the comments. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
I am looking at them. So keep the comments coming in. I can scroll back up. But, I don't know if you agree with this, but I also think that if you played every round, you deserve a Mulan. The Mulans are worth less than the Pegasus. And I know that doesn't matter.
No.
But it's true.
No.
But, what, you disagree with me?
No. I agree with you. Yeah.
I specifically hugged 2 people that were crying.
Yeah.
Who, it was their first DLC, and they were like, I have never felt like more of a loser.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that they are. Like, it's a game.
No.
But, like, to point out to people, hey, you're like so far in the bottom, like 10% of this room, you get literally nothing. Like, I know you get a participation thing, but like, I really think it needs to be, if you drop with at least 3 wins, you get it. Or if you were nice enough to play every round, you get it.
Honestly, the answer is it shouldn't exist in the way it does. This is the reason why Let It Go was a top 128 promo.
Yeah.
Like, they tried to supplement a top 128 promo with a promo that like more people could win. But the real truth is that all it really did was create some of the worst feelings that you could ever want in the room.
Yeah. I understand it's a trading card game, but like, this is a Disney trading card game.
The problem is that even in season 1, and I get it, we're playing under new rules. There's a new structure of points and all that crap. So we don't have the luxury of the awful, bonus points of 2-game format and like the weird structure. Like, I get it. We don't have all those things. But the problem is they tried to replicate it. And like, they tried to say 3 wins is the same as 30 points. And that's just not true. It's just not true. I think that it's unfair. I think that, in all honesty, it should not even exist in that 3-win category at all.
I liked when it was 5 wins.
I think that at least at 5 wins, you would have people drop from the tournament to go play a side event and be like, okay, 5 wins was really tough. I can't achieve that,
Also, 6-2 makes day 2, so at least you get something for losing your win in it.
Sure. Yeah. I still think that the structure of it is bad, and I know they're not going to change it now, but I think that it should only be the top 128 promo. The problem is with that now is that the price of the Mulan is so tanked that it's not even like a good win. You know?
I mean, I knew so many people that signed up for the Infinity event and registered their core constructed deck and didn't play.
Yeah, I mean,
we could also talk about, how did the Infinity event sell out? I thought the room that it was using was the people that dropped from day 1.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There should have never been a cap on it.
Many people were like, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go sign up for the Infinity event. And we're like, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, probably 20 people, I told them you can't sign up for it. And they were it's looking at me like it was my fault.
It's completely unacceptable. You can't have a major side event and have a cap on it when the cap for the first tournament was 2,000 players. And then all of a sudden in day 2, you only had 267 players. Where do you want, like, literally the cap was like 750 players or something like that. Where do you want these other 1,000 people to go?
Super
What do you want them to
sealed.
do?
The problem is that people did sign up for that and super sealed because they never intended on playing a single round in that. So
Okay,
maybe
you
don't give a Mulan. Maybe don't give a Mulan for that.
Joke's on you. You paid $75 and Milan's worth like 50 now. Like,
Yeah.
but like that's all. Like, this is a whole other problem. Is that Mulan should never be. It should never exist in Sunday.
I'm gonna jump around a little bit, but
yeah, you're good.
Part of the reason I dropped at 03 is because not getting Mulan after that would have killed me. Yeah.
And it did for some people, for sure.
Yeah. There's probably people that are never gonna attend another DLC, which is unfortunate.
It was really tough. I remember coming home from Bologna, and we had figured out that 300 people didn't get it. Like 300 people didn't get a Milan. And I was like, man, that's a lot of people. In a world where like they thought it was going to be okay, but what really it came for me was there was a couple incidents, but the one was, I think I was in round 7 and I was sitting on like the edge of a table next to this this person that was playing, and at one point, their partner came over and they were in tears.
Yeah.
Like, they were in like actual tears because they're like, you're up here and you're doing okay and you got wins today, but like I haven't won a game. Like, I am here playing in a Lorcana tournament and I have not won a game all day.
We met someone who said they're probably going to go to Richmond and just get an attendee badge.
Yeah.
Because of the same reason.
I don't think that's not the feeling you want people to have to walk out. You just don't. I said this about Bologna. Like, you don't want the last thing that people think about that I stood in a line with 2,000 people just to stand in another line. Like, the feeling is all terrible. I think that this Mulan at 3 wins is a colossal mistake, and I think that they should get rid of it entirely. I don't even care if you just give people the Milan too. I literally don't care. Right. But the idea that you have people playing 8 rounds in a tournament, going 2-6, and then getting nothing and feeling even more worse about it, just get rid of it. Seriously, make it exclusive to the Sunday tournament. Like, if that's what you want to do, just be like, on entry you get a Mulan in this tournament. Awesome. Day 1 you get a Pegasus. Day 2 you get a Milan. Great. Like, I think I think the idea was in the right place, but it's for the wrong audience, and it's leaving way too many bad feelings. I just get rid of it, in all honesty.
Yeah.
All right, go jump up. There's so many things.
Mason. Do you remember Mason? He was wearing the mask. He lost his voice.
Is our Eagles guy, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So it was awesome meeting you, Dan. You had a killer run. It was fun cheering a fellow PA person on. It was awesome meeting you as well.
Yeah.
What did Nate say? Sorry. Not the experience we had last year. Yeah.
No, agree.
Is Pastimes doing the other ones? Yes, in America.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a lot of scrutiny on checking for marked cards and issuing proxies? This depended on the judge that got called over the table from my eyewitnessing.
I don't know if anyone noticed this, but anyone that was really following along on my tournament run, in round 10, I had golden Lilos. In top 32, I had normal Lilos. I was told after round 11 that I should change my Lilos.
Yeah.
I wasn't given a penalty or anything like that, but I was given the advice of saying, like, hey, you might get a deck check before a top cut and things like that. And like, it would probably be in your best interest to change your Lilos, because I was using the golden promo Lilos. And I didn't even think about it for 1 second. I was just like, Scott, go buy me Lilos.
Yeah.
But yes, there was a lot of scrutiny. I could even say, for the cards thing, I think I changed 25 to 30 cards over the course of the 12-round tournament. And then after top 8, I literally re-sleeved my whole deck. Yeah. Like, actually, I take that back. Ben re-sleeved my whole deck.
On camera.
Yeah, video apparently was on camera, hilariously.
And the first 2 sleeves were damaged.
Yeah, the first 2 sleeves were completely crushed. So yeah, I do think the scrutiny was there. It was high, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, the idea that you had a player who is the world champion playing all day with handwritten proxies, insane.
Except some were not handwritten.
True.
I saw on Twitter, I believe it was Twitter, maybe even Blue Sky. Someone was like, "Why were the Elsas printed?" And a judge responded and said, "We knew they would be an issue going into it."
Hmm.
That was interesting. I thought that was interesting. So, table next to me, someone who had been on the Magic Pro Tour was playing someone who it was their second DLC, and it was day 2. They were playing with Strength, and it was the promo foil, and he drew 3 in the first 20 cards of his deck. His opponent called a judge. The first judges that came over picked him up, put him with deck, looked at it, and said, "I don't think they're really noticeable." Appeal. Other head appeals judge comes over, and he picks it up and he pulls the guy aside. And me and my opponent stop playing, and we're watching this. And he's like, "Well, it's 4 out of 56 cards, and they're the same cards, so that makes it a pattern. So we're upgrading this to a match loss." That was insane. This guy was just telling his opponent, and his opponent would not talk to him before this. They sat down. We sat down for our day 2 mini player meeting, and he was like, "Have you played any DLCs before? This is my second one. I've never made day 2 before." He's just so happy to be there. Match loss. It was nuts. So yeah, some judges seem to not care, and other judges seem to be really heavy-handed with it. At this point, I would consider all enchanteds and promos to be banned, in my humble opinion, from Disney Lorcana challenges, as well as any cards not made in Europe or America. Just don't risk it. There's only 3 DLCs anyway in your area, so I would say, you still get to play with them 99% of your time at locals, sadly. But yeah,
I think that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
I think it's unacceptable.
not good.
For all of this crap, by the way, and yes, you can double sleeve your deck. Yes, you can triple sleeve your deck. I get all that crap, and I hear it, but at the same time, it's you're talking about a guy who went to his league night four times and got 4 strength of Raging Fire and was just excited to play his cool league card. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
This guy, that judge could not prove intent. Period. He could not prove intent on this all. The idea that we upgraded this to a match loss with no proof of intent is insane. It's insane.
Yeah. There was also a group of people who they're vocal on Twitter. "Hey, if you're playing these Elsas, we're calling a judge."
Yeah.
I don't know if you know
I
that.
also think is incorrect.
Well, one
and
got
I know who those
disqualified.
players were, and I think they're wrong, and they can be mad at me. I don't care.
Well, one got disqualified.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I do get it. But I think that creating the witch hunt didn't help anybody either. So they're just out there creating a witch hunt for no reason. I think they were wrong for that.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird that on one hand, someone's like, "Oh, you just have 4 of these in your deck.
Yeah.
You're in trouble." And on the other hand, "Hey, they have 4 of those in your deck. You're in trouble now."
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Was the matchup posted anywhere? It's still on their thing, right?
It's on the main Disney Lorcana Twitch. It's not specific. You have to go find it.
I'll be right back. I'm going to put you, if you want to do comments real quick. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I got you. Let's see. We gotta scroll back up. Where are we at? So yeah, I believe the stream will live on the Twitch for 90 days or whatever. I don't know that it'll go anywhere past that. I'm not sure. You got Milan for entering the side of it. Yeah, that was the same thing in Bologna, and we complained about it then because I thought it was wrong because it made the price of Mulan so bad that it was I can't believe. For anyone that does the math on this, there are more Mulans in the world than there are Pegasus. By a lot, like a lot. So I don't think that's very healthy. All right, you're back.
We're switched. There we go.
I fixed it. So yeah, we kind of talked about that already. Where did you went all the way up here? Why'd you go up here?
Hmm?
Give out tickets for the record. Probably. Yeah, the DKP deck is what we talked about. I was not double sleeved. No, I don't. I hate double sleeving my deck because my hands get tired of shuffling. I swear, that's the honest argument. I got small hands.
Dude, I tried Ben wanted me to double sleeve my deck in Japan. Impossible. Just bending the sleeves.
Yeah. Do you think they should do a structure like last? The problem is they can't do the same structure. That's the problem. The moment you get rid of 2-game format and you get rid of all the hoo-ha points and lottery numbers, you can't do the same structure. I just think that the placement of it in the tournament is poor. I think that it to the people that are winning, it does not feel like a reward.
Yeah.
And to the people that aren't winning it, it feels like the difference of never wanting to play Lorcana again. That is not a scale that you want to live on ever. You want people to come to the tournament, have a good time, and be able to set a realistic goal for themselves. And in this tournament, there was a lot of people out there, and there were good players out there that didn't hit it. There were good players out there that were gonna drop once they got a second loss because they knew they couldn't make top cut, right? Like that feeling of the beyond social player that came in and played in a DLC last season, and even if they got 10 points, whatever,
which was like
something.
basically impossible not to get because at some point your opponent won't show up.
Right. But like the point is that at 10 points, they still got something.
Yeah.
This is like you got a win. You're not getting anything for it. You got a second win. You're not getting anything for it. You played 8 rounds. You're not getting anything for it. I think that feeling left a lot of players just they didn't even want to come back. You don't want anybody in the room to ever have that feeling. Like as a tournament organizer, literally the number one rule is make as many people happy as possible so they come back. You set up a structure that your audience that plays this game, the average audience that plays this game, is walking away from these tournaments feeling absolutely terrible. I witnessed it firsthand by like 5 or more people how distraught they were because they did not win in Mulan. And then you sold out the event that like gave it away for free. Like it doesn't even make any sense. Like when you really think about it, like you're like 3 wins in the DLC get a Milan, but you can just spend $75 and like get it anyway. Like it doesn't even make sense. So just literally just remove it. Just get rid of it. Do anything else. Like literally anything else. Just get rid of it. Let's see. Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to make a ruling on it because they don't want to straight up say, hey, you can't use the cards that you open from our game.
I think it's ridiculous. I think that this, like the whole thing of it is ridiculous. Like, but see, here's the problem. The problem with it is how many different kinds of foils do we have now?
Too many, especially considering we had cold foil and now they're normal foil.
There's cold foil. There's normal foil. There's enchanteds. There's like DLC promos. There's epics. There's
iconics.
There's just
and the like shatter foil.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, like as a level of intelligence, and I understand that this might not be known to a common player. If you only have 4 foils, you probably shouldn't play them in your deck. Right? Yeah. Like, but the average person that is doing that doesn't know that.
Most people are like, awesome. I opened a foil. I just happen to open a foil.
Yep.
Now I get to make my deck look 2% cooler.
Yes. Specifically these league foils or, these Lilos, these Elsas, like, oh, I can just buy this box and I can get this cool card and put it in my deck.
Not and now that.
People are telling me that it is so messed up that I can't. I mean, it's
and not only that,
it's unacceptable.
It's why you're buying the product because you're getting old booster packs that you don't even want.
Exactly. You literally spend $20.
That is the appeal.
You spend $20 to get this special Elsa to put that special Elsa in your deck, and now the judges are DQing you for it.
Yeah. The only advice I could give other than just don't play with them is before round 1, bring your deck to a judge, say, is my deck legal? And give the judge's name. That's the only other thing you can do. But
yeah, I think it's
even then, that's sketchy because they could be like, well, you switch cards out.
yeah, whatever. But like,
So,
I don't know. I think that it's such a terrible subject and like a really, really tough subject. And I think at the end of the day, the judge making a ruling needs to prove intent. And I think that the story that you've given, there is 0% chance that judge can prove intent. He didn't even make they didn't even make an opportunity to prove intent. They're just like, oh yeah, it's these 4 cards, so you clearly are a cheater.
yeah, I know. Me and my opponent were literally in shock. We stopped playing.
I think it's insane. Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt to double sleeve.
I agree. I just, I don't like it.
No, I just meant to answer them.
Yeah. I mean, it helps for sure, but like maybe it's not even enough,
Yeah.
I don't even know what this means anymore. We're too far behind. Triple sleeve in Japan. Yeah, F that. I'm out.
A lot of people, almost everyone uses outer sleeves in Japan.
I played a lot of opponents that use outer sleeves.
Also, a lot of my opponents only table shuffled their deck, which is not shuffling. But like, I think that's just common in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I left Sunday since side events were sold out.
I totally agree. I think that I also heard that the on-demand events, unless you were gaming the system, were basically impossible.
Mm-hmm. And then if you were gaming the system, you got yelled at.
Yeah. And like, I don't think there's a way to win that one though. Honestly, like the answer is let people spend their money and like, this is the incident where I'm like, yeah, if you're a lone wolf, you should do your best to try and make some friends, because you're gonna have just a better opportunity to like do what you want. And that's like, if I was like sitting there in a line and like I knew I was by myself, and the likelihood of me playing an event was getting smaller and smaller, I would have probably got out of line and walked around the room and just found 7 other people and said like, hey, I really just want to play. Like, do you just want to like go like take a shot at this? Like, whatever, I think you gotta network a little bit. That's kind of where I'm at. And it's because mostly I'm really in favor of letting people spend money. Like the venue has to get paid for. The staff has to get paid for. All of the equipment out there has to get paid for. Like, they should be letting people spend money however they want to recoup cost on the event. Like, the idea that they were turning people away is insane. Like,
yeah, maybe
insane.
we could afford another DLC.
That would be neat. That would be neat.
That would be a miracle.
All
right, where are we in comments?
Are we asking that, Matt? Are we asking what? Oh, I mean, guys, you're not going to get anything from the Lorecast tomorrow. You're just not.
I can't believe Alex uses outers.
Well, he uses the $100 Ursula sleeves.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, pile shuffle is the norm in Japan. We can use the app here now to track lore. I still would not recommend it because if someone is using paper and someone else using the app, the person with the paper wins the dispute basically every time. Yeah, that'd be funny. Rent the place right next door.
Oh, that's a good question. Hi, William. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, how excited are you for the meta shakeup?
I mean, I'm not, because I just top 4'd an event, but no, I'm excited. I think that I think people are upset, and rightfully so. I think the decks were good. I think there were better decks than people were giving them credit for. The idea that Sapphire Steel, for those that don't know, because most people probably won't cover this tournament because the metagame is dead and it's like mostly irrelevant. There's a reason why, like on our own channel, that I top 4'd in a tournament, I'm not here going like, yeah, this is my tournament report, because it's not relevant. Like, if you want to know how to play dogs, go buy the Metafy guide. Shout out to Melissa, right? Like, that deck will still probably exist moving forward, good chance of it. But it's like the format itself, unless you're playing for the CCQ this weekend, and if you are, I would play dogs, that's for sure. I think the deck is great. But I would play dogs because people are going to play the Amethyst Steel that Frank Carson just won with, and they're not going to know what to do. And you still might lose. But no, seriously. I think that the timing of this is good. The thing that is unfortunate is that it comes out and there's only one DLC for it in the format. And that's Richmond. So that's kind of unfortunate in a big way, because as of right now we have just CCS that's a CCQ, that's announced, and then Richmond, and I think there are some European CCQs that are as well. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of competitive play to play with the format, and that kind of sucks,
Yeah, I'm in the minority also. I don't like this set. It's too strong and it scares me.
Oh, no, yeah, I mean, I'm still excited to play busted stuff for sure.
Yeah.
So
I met this gentleman. That was awesome at the DLC. Yeah, I couldn't tell if they had went back on this or if they stuck with it when they said that there were no on-demand drafts, because we were playing the whole time. There were so many people in line. I was wondering if there was if they were just okay, we got to do them or something.
The only thing I think of is product, but if you, again, I saved them for giving out 3 packs to everybody. They had the product. Also, if you were in line and you took 3 packs of Fabled over the 1,200 tickets, you did it wrong.
Now you know.
Don't do that again.
My first DLC, I couldn't have been happier with my performance. Yeah, he killed it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
If I didn't get 3 wins, I would have been devastated. I feel for those on the bubble that got nothing as well.
Yeah, he was great. I looked over at him, I think before day 2 had started. He's wearing the Eagles jersey. I was like, go Birds. It was cool to see someone from hometown also doing well, for sure.
If this was announced as a CCQ, please let us know, because we haven't heard that.
I am not aware of that being a CCQ.
Let's see. Do we have more questions? I thought this one was funny. Does Stan respond to allegations that he hired an Etsy witch to curse his competition? Was she the one as Judy Hopps the next day?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was a fun conversation for me, because it took me about a minute into it to realize that it was the same person. But yeah, she was great. And this is a player that I spoke to, and which is, I guess, a good time to bring this up. They didn't win in Milan. They didn't feel too great about their performance as a player, but what she did in this cosplay was great. She said she just talked to so many people. She had so much fun. And at least she still came and was able to have a good time and have fun and meet the community. Apparently she was Judy Hopps at something else, and that people asked, they're oh, are you going to be Judy Hopps tomorrow? Now I feel like ignoring it longer.
Did you see the people all dressed as Alice in Wonderland?
No, I don't.
I think you were playing when they took a group photo of them. That was awesome. And one of them sat next to me at the airport.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I wanted to take a photo with all of them, but I felt weird, which is funny because people want to take photos of me all the time. I'm not used to the opposite.
Yeah.
So I just didn't. And then, funny enough, he sat next to me at the airport, and I'm talking like Franz and all my local friends, so I'm kind of being more like myself than I would be at a DLC.
Yeah.
I turned to him, I was like, I am so sorry. He's like, oh, we played in Hartford, actually.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
Every single person I was with was like, yeah, jerk, you didn't even remember it.
Yeah. This 18 months ago. Yeah.
Oh, longer. This is before DLCs.
Oh my. Yeah. 30 months ago.
Yeah, that's when we played. What's it called? And then I asked him what he played, and I knew exactly who he was then and how it went, and I went, oh yeah, I whooped you.
Yeah.
So it was fun. That was awesome. Again, like I feel like being at the airport was kind of like a mini DLC.
I mean, I forget who wrote this on X, and I'm not trying to steal it, but it made me laugh.
Was it Beefcake?
No, I don't think so. But like, someone's like, I am confident that no one actually lives in Milwaukee. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it might have been true. I didn't go to an airport, so I don't know. But I can tell you, Alex and I did a lot of walking, and aside from Saturday night, we didn't see people.
Well, yeah, they bust them all out warmer places for the
Yeah,
for the winter.
we were like walking around like the zombie apocalypse in those mornings.
Yeah, the airports were awesome. Seeing Zan at the airport and me just trolling him was great. He was taking me so serious, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So anyway, moving on. We're not going to answer this one.
Yeah.
How many match wins did you feel that you finally earned a hat?
Well, Ben, clearly it was after I made the top 4. That's it.
Yeah, and oh yeah.
All I'm saying,
the best airport experience that weekend.
Nice. All I'm saying is that Scott had my tickets from like round 9 on, and I did not get a hat until top 4. So clearly I had to win an uncut sheet to get a hat. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Hashtag get Dan a hat. Melissa.
No, I came home with 2 hats this weekend. Right? Yeah. I got this hat, which was the new Lurkana hat. By the way, really upset that it doesn't have the sticker on it. I'm actually upset about it. And then shout out to Cleveland area. I got the Cleveland Lurkana hat, right? That's pretty cool. Shout out to our friend Tom. Tom's the best. So I came home with 2 hats this weekend. Yeah. I don't know what he's so upset about.
Yeah, it's almost like you didn't answer a question or something. I don't know. Scariest moment of the tournament.
You first.
Aiden, playing Aiden. What's it called? When I found out you had to play the last round, I was upset. Yeah. But then when I saw who you were playing and I knew what he was playing because I beat him at Ink when it was clearly my worst matchup by a mile and I still told him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Dan's qualified for sure. I was like, Dan's gonna win this one, be first seed, he's qualified. It wasn't even on my brain that you wouldn't have a golden Mickey after that.
Well, that makes one of us. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like for me, it's tough. It almost probably has to be losing round 1.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, like losing round 1 was tough. You know, like I later found out that there was only like 24 Ruby Amethyst decks in the room. And I played one of them round 1 and she mopped the floor with me. Like literally the 2 games that she won, she mopped the floor with me. And there was so much time in between round 1 and round 2 that it's like actually insane. So that whole time, I'm just like, it's just eating away at me that I'm 0-1 in this tournament. Because at Bologna, I started 3-0. You know, my first loss was to Rob DeHaan, like a professional Magic player, like a guy that when I sat down, I knew who he was, you know, and everything like that. So I didn't feel that bad when I lost to Rob in that setting because I'm like, oh, I was already on fire. I was already 3-0. I'm already moving. But showing up to this tournament as confident as I was in the format and pairing my worst matchup round 1, it almost felt like, man, that die lied to me this morning and I should have just played the other deck, you know, like, so there's just so many things going through my brain in this moment. Like, I can't believe I'm going to like start this event like 0-2. Like this is going to be just miserable for me.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I didn't know I was going to win 14 matches in a row after that, but yeah, I think that had to be my scariest moment by far is losing that round 1. I was devastated, honestly.
Is Melissa not being at the tournament the key to Dan being successful?
So yeah, I think that there are two stats that we can believe in. All right. The first stat is that every DLC that Melissa and I have attended together, I've never made day 2. The other stat that we can look at is the one that she did miss. I won a golden Mickey. Therefore, I hope Melissa doesn't get a ticket for Richmond.
Yeah. This is this is my second day 2 in a DLC, and she wasn't at either of them. So yeah, I think that might be the key. Honestly,
that might be the real witchcraft.
Yeah, take her jersey back.
Get her out of here.
Who is the best member of TFM, and why is it Melissa? It's weird because she added the last part as if it's not Orion. Orion is clearly the best.
No, TFM Kylie's the best.
Oh, Melissa also didn't play Transformers.
Facts. Hard facts. True. That's true. Hard facts.
Oh, gosh. Are there more? There are no more. I have no more slides. My parents drove here from New Jersey, and once they got here, I stopped making slides. I did have one question, though, that I have read on probably 100 videos since me and you have been making videos together. Why would I listen to you? You're just a content creator, not even full-time. How does it feel to tell those people to suck it?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. This is mine. I won this. I went out there. I won 14 straight matches in a Disney Lorcana challenge. It's that simple. I've said it since day 1. I always thought that this was possible. And then literally the first tournament, I said, yeah, I'm going to go and get this one. I did it. And guess what? We ain't stopping. Like, you know how good it feels to win a gold Mickey? It feels really, really good to win a gold Mickey. So much so that I'm like, yeah, I want to do this every time now. Different world, friends. We live in a different world now.
I think Jorge's talking about Melissa.
Yeah, that's true. Man, that's really mean. He even did it in cap locks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many times I said it. I don't even know if I said it to you. I was saying it to random people though. Like, hey, we're just content creators. Like, the amount of times that I've laughed at people who have written that in the past 2 years of like, well, these content creators don't even play, so why would we listen to them? Yeah. Why do you have a Metafy guide? You're just a content creator. Stuff like that. It's hilarious. So that had to be the one question that I knew at least all the haters wanted to hear.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out, honestly. Curly. My bad. All right, Curly. Curly Cards, Alphos, Kawa. You know, they came out here. They put out of their own pocket, flew to America, played in a DLC, and made day 2. You know, I think Curly finished a couple spots behind you. I think he was 90, if I remember correctly. So these are players that, you know, people get their information from. They're not talking like they don't know what they're talking about. Like, they play the game, they live the game. I guarantee you, I spend more time on this game than a lot of people do. And yeah, it took me 8 DLCs to make a top cut, but like in 5 of those DLCs, I was on the bubble. Like, I won 3 Let It Goes. Like, this isn't something that like it wasn't like I was good at the game. Like, it took one good run to prove it to everybody. And spoilers, there's more stuff coming out that like isn't announced yet that I'm going to be doing now because I proved that I can do this, which is like cool, but it's also frustrating, right? Like, in a way, because it's like you knew it the whole time, but now you're like, all right, well, I proved it. I'm going to go out there. But what I will say also is like, congrats to them on betting on themselves like we did, right? Like we bet on ourselves. We went to Bologna. We said, you know what? we can do this. Like there's reasons we want to go to Bologna, but the truth is like we're going because we believe that we can be successful there. I wasn't successful in the main event. I was successful. I was successful in the side event. I still felt like I had a good weekend in Bologna, even though I didn't make day 2. This event, obviously, my best event to date in Disney Lorcana. Great. That's awesome. But, they still bet on themselves. They came over here. They flew over here. 3 of them made day 2. That's insane. I would love to see more players do that and break that and go for it. And, shout out to Monica. Monica was 8-0 in the tournament. She ended up in top 16. Like, yes. She's a content creator. Like, honestly, she's probably, even herself will say that she's not the most competitive player. She still put so much time and effort and love into the game that she made a top 16. Like,
I talked to her at Gen Con. I wouldn't say like we're friends or anything, but sure. I specifically made a point to go up to her and shake her hand and say how proud I was of her.
Yeah.
Like, mainly from seeing her tweets where she was just like so happy and in disbelief,
Yeah.
What's it called? Second female to get a Golden Mickey, right? Her and Clara.
To get an invite.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. So huge. Like, it was a huge weekend for Disney Lorcana.
Yeah.
I think this might have been the most important weekend for Disney Lorcana as far as competitive goes because of her, because of Aiden, because of the first 2-time winner.
Yeah,
There's so many things.
Yeah, I still, and I don't care about the rules. I did like figure them out. The community was robbed to not see Aiden on camera. They were robbed of it. Like he was robbed of it. He was robbed of that moment. Like, can you listen? Everyone's seen the videos, right? They've all seen the videos of Aiden beating DKP in the top 16 to win a gold Mickey. Can you even imagine if that happened on stream?
I know.
It would have been the most viral moment in the history of the game, period.
Yeah. Like, Baker would not have a voice after that.
Like, it would have been absolute most viral moment in Disney Lorcana history if that kid was playing on stream and beat DKP.
Yeah.
We were robbed of that moment.
I will say, like, if they do have a rule that's like, he can't be on a live stream, please, Ravensburg, do something like you did with the artists and everything, and do something pre-recorded. Get it approved from Disney. Get him out there if he wants to be.
Yes, and that's all fair too, right? Like, but the idea that we couldn't, like, people don't understand how good this kid was.
Yeah.
They don't even understand. Like,
I mean, if you listen to how he interacted with me, you'll know he's a killer.
It's not a joke. It literally is not a joke. I played against Frank Karsten in the top 4 of this tournament, and he was not my toughest opponent. Like, it's a fact. Aiden was the toughest player I played against all weekend, and it is criminal that the audience did not get to see him play. Criminal.
Of course, we go into an ad for the Twitch stream. It's okay.
But yeah.
What's it called? So was this your favorite DLC ever?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah. I figured. So, like, people kept asking me that, right? Yeah. Obviously you had an easy answer.
Yeah.
Like, previously I didn't know if it was like Atlanta or I we talked about that earlier. Previously I didn't know if it was Atlanta or Japan. Just like you were making fun of me when I was signing cards in Atlanta before we got there, right?
Yeah.
And I knew we were a big deal. But yeah, now this obviously tops Atlanta. Just like the amount of people that we got to meet, the amount of people we got to see again. The only reason that I would even consider Japan better is because I made so much money there. And I'm not talking about the whole trip. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's obviously Japan, just the actual DLC.
Yeah.
This also may be my favorite DLC I've ever been to. The biggest annoyance with me with the Simba is that I played 4 more rounds instead of just hanging out, walking around the room.
Sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think that it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be this one, you know, like mostly because as a player who's been playing card games for 25 years, I like literally like, yeah, I did the great run. I did all those things, but the fact that I can say to myself from this point forward in any tournament I go in is like, hey, remember that time you won 14 straight tournament matches? I mean, I've been playing card games since I was 10, 11, 12 years old, guys. Winning 14 tournament matches in the same tournament, that's just insane. Like it's insane. Like the fact that I know that I can do that now, I'm never going to count myself out of any tournament ever again. Like I'm never going to have that moment I had after round 1 ever again. Like I just know that like it's a speed bump. You go over it, you go back to full speed. Like that's just what I know now. So that's just the biggest takeaway is that this tournament was finally the one that I felt like I knew the metagame the best. I played what I thought was the best deck. I played what I thought was the best version of the deck. And I know there's a lot of debate around that going on. And I don't really care what anyone says. Melissa and Lizard Kitty, we trust. We proved it. We were the best dogs deck in the room. No other deck was in top 4. Just saying. I was the only dog. I was first place overall. Just saying. My opinion, we have the best dogs deck. And it's like unquestionable. So yeah, I think that it's undoubtedly the best DLC, because you know why it's also the best DLC is because not only did I go and win a golden Mickey, I still took photos. I still signed cards. I still signed playmats. I still got to have fun, enjoy the tournament, meet new people. I still did all of those things, and I won a golden Mickey. Like, it's without a doubt, it's the best one ever, for sure.
Yeah. Let's go. I got one last thing. If people want to see you, they can come see you soon, right?
Yeah. This will be really fun. You know, we're kicking off set 10, much like we kicked off set 9, but we're doing it a week later, giving everyone a little bit more time to get in the event. $3,000 in prizes minimum. You know, if we hit some thresholds, we're going to up that prize pool for sure, because we really are just having the tournament so people can play Disney Lorcana in the Philadelphia area. It's right outside of Philadelphia in Jenkintown. There's a lot of nearby hotels and things like that. It's not crazy expensive to stay here, and the prizes are great. We're also adding on to this tournament now because on Friday night, I'm going to be there. We're going to already have cards on sale. Specifically, we're going to have pre-orders that also can be picked up, and we're going to be doing a sealed event. So everyone, specifically Lucas from the dev game for the dev team for Ravensburger, has been telling us this is the first real like set that was created with limited in mind. We got a lot of product. We're going to be giving it up, playing some games of sealed on Friday night. I'm looking forward to it. And hey, if you're there, you'll probably get a chance to see a golden Mickey in person.
I don't know if you want to say that out loud near Philly, but anyway, well, I think we should probably wrap it up there before we hit the 2:24:88 mark and you yell at me. But yeah, you have anything else you want to say, something we didn't touch on?
I kind of do if you'll afford me the time.
Oh, sir.
So I want to talk about like the last 4 months, right?
Uh-oh.
Just as like a kind of a sum combination of it in a way. All right. Because I think on the drive home with Ben, shout out to Ben. All right. Love you, Ben. You're the best. He was a road warrior. We drove like an extra 2.5 hours home on Friday because of traffic and because of an accident. Maybe a bad route that we chose to save $50 on. But you know, I sat in that car, and after a certain point of time in the drive, I said to Ben, I think that what this weekend gave me was like a sense of fulfillment. And I say that because it was just like a true reminder of why I love trading card games. You know, like we all have different goals in games, and sometimes you set things that are a bit unrealistic for yourself. And from the moment that I won round 7, I won round 7. I was 6-1 in the tournament, and I had made day 2. And I was already excited. Like, honestly, I was more excited about winning round 7 than I was top 16. And the difference of those wins are colossal, But that feeling of finally making a day 2 was just like, wow. Like I finally did that. And like I finally got the monkey off my shoulder, and I was able to say like, oh, I did this thing. And I think that that's like the biggest takeaway for me, is that like that sense of fulfillment is so good. And it comes off the backs of, honestly, probably the hardest month that we have ever had as content creators, as teammates, maybe as friends. Like September was incredibly difficult for a lot more than reasons than like people even know about.
I know.
So like the fact that this weekend went this well, it just like the timing of all of it was just perfect. So yeah, I think that like being fulfilled at the end of the first portion of rotation here was it was pretty great. I was certainly passenger princess. Ben was the absolute road warrior this weekend. He drove 18 and a half hours there and back. Like, just he was I love him, like 100%.
Yeah. Before this weekend, I did not want to play Disney Lurkana anymore. And then I think, honestly, if I had a Simba handed to me, maybe that would have changed. I don't want to play Disney Lurkana anymore still. Like, I felt like I had wasted so much time. I would have been just as happy watching you play every round.
Like from
and
home?
just being there.
Oh, okay.
And hanging out
Yeah.
with everyone and watching you succeed.
Yeah, I'll say this. Coming out of top 4 after losing to Frank Karsten, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but it's like I think it's just like, it's the sports player in me that I waited in the feature match area for Frank to clean up his stuff because I wanted to shake his hand standing next to him, right? Like, it's one thing, you extend your arm across the table, and that's like whatever, that's complimentary. But I wanted to show him the next level of respect of like saying like, hey, no, man, like I want to look you in your eyes. I want to shake your hand. And when I did that, he hugged me, and it was like a whole other layer of like, oh, wow, like this is like the utmost version of this respect, right? Like, that's just incredible. But like walking out of that feature match area into the crowd that like just cheered was insane. Like walking into the crowd of you guys, you, Ben, Scott, the rest of the team that were there that like came over, hugged me, congratulated me. The other players, I think that I didn't really touch on this yet either, but like having a 25-minute conversation with Tiago, and Tiago come to me and say, hey, my dad like has been watching you forever, and like he'll send me clips of like whenever you say something about me, and I listened to your reflection video from Bologna, and I could tell that you were real. Like, hearing that from a peer is so much different than hearing it from like a friend or like a family member. Like, Tiago and I, we're not necessarily quote friends. Do I see him in that way? And yeah, possible. But in nowhere, like, can I say like, oh yeah, Tiago's my friend? Like, no, like I can't say that. But to hear as a peer him say that is one thing. To hear DKP come over and say, hey man, I remember when you told me you've never like not qualified for nationals before, and now you have. Like, to hear those players that have been there, that have been successful, now look at me in that same light. I mean, that's great. I don't know. I can't think of a better. Shout out to Bivens. Bivens like actually kind of made me tear up a little bit. So shout out to him, of course. Yeah, man. It's great. I think that this weekend this weekend definitely brought back something in me that I think I put away 6 years ago. So it's gonna be scary. Couple of DLCs for people, I think.
People can clip this. Shout out to the Glimminiers for getting that photo of us.
Yeah,
you had the snarkiest look on your face looking at me.
Yeah, Demetrius, he captured a lot of great moments this weekend. I got to give him credit. Huge shout out to him for sure. We could do the same way. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's because he shared that hot room with me.
Yeah, true. So yeah, crazy weekend. I'm looking excited for that.
I'm scared for Richmond. I'm afraid of the ticket situation.
Yeah, I mean,
more people are going to want tickets for Richmond.
It is going to suck. Thankfully, it's on a Monday, and I'm certainly going to take off. It's funny. I'm more scared about Ghent because, like, I really, really want to go to Ghent.
But that's 4,000 people at least.
But it is 4,000 people. But I'm still like worried about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It should be fun. You know, either way, it's like, I got to give one more final shout out to Melissa here. Melissa said to me, "You told me you wanted to win Richmond. You didn't win Milwaukee, but you got your invite. And I swear if you slack off, I'll never let you hear the end of it." Melissa, before I even got home, made the new forums for set 10. She's not playing around, guys. You want to talk about someone winning Mickey Mouse? My bet's on Melissa for sure. So we'll see. But I'm excited. I'm excited to take a few days of like not really investing too much time into Lorcana, even though I said that, and I've still spent 2 nights on stream now. Shout out to Lorcana Rama. I was on there if you want to hear other stories from them. Kelsey is wonderful. Sabrina's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll do more media stuff in the coming weeks or be a part of something really cool. Spoilers. It should be fun.
Banned. No betting allowed. Sorry.
That's true.
Disqualified.
Yeah, I guess don't clip that. I don't bet on Melissa.
Screenshotting me.
I'm highly incentivized that she will probably do it. I would bet on Alex too, but he told me he has to also take a break. So he got his invite and he's got life to do. That's fine. That's life. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm very excited to take off for a couple more days probably. And then, yeah, Whispers of Wind will be here. And I'm getting enough content that I think even I'm going to have to make box opening videos. I will say, and for anyone that follows us on Instagram, I'm having so much fun with this Mickey Mouse that it's insane. I don't think anyone that has won a Mickey Mouse is like really a content creator. You know, like, is that kind of fair to say?
You're pulling an Earlmeister.
I'm just saying, like, my brain is content creator first. I mean, this goes back to, like, if you haven't watched the top 32 game with me and Rob, go watch it. I promise you it'll be one of the best matches you'll ever watch in Disney Lorcana history.
Yeah, don't tell them who won.
People have told me that it was, like, the greatest thing they've ever seen. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. With this Mickey Mouse, the people that win it, they're winning it. They're instantly selling it. They're moving it. They're getting it graded. Maybe they have it for a keepsake. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I'm having so much fun thinking about stupid skits to do with this Mickey that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for like as long as I possibly can.
Yeah, most people just lay it on their pillow and take a photo.
Yeah,
sleeping next to it.
Yeah, no, I'm having fun. I took it to lunch today. I cooked him breakfast. We had a conversation about Taylor Swift. Like, it's been a lot of fun. So, like, if you want to see like really stupid skits, definitely follow us on Instagram. All right, I almost let you get there. I know you've been looking at it. You're just
waiting. We need 48 more viewers for me to click in, and the stream is going to abruptly end very soon. Anyway, thanks for letting me do host duty. That never stresses me out at all.
You're welcome.
And again, congratulations. I can't believe it. I mean, DLC Atlanta, we were sleeping in friggin' south of the border together,
Yeah.
And now look at us. We both own half a Mickey. I take half credit. Cumulatively, we own half a Mickey. Anyway,
Got it.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. We got 2 more seconds.